which has written. So write down the question which has been informed to you so that in the last the answers will be given and you can take the advantage of this opportunity to learn none other the person that is Dr. Meghna's expertise. Without further ado, let me please join in welcoming Dr. Meghna, and thank you once again, Dr. Meghna, for inviting me on this incredible session, which I am also going to learn well here because the life is learning and we all are a learner. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Your presence is really wonderful for me, and it is really a blessing for me. Guys, not everyone will get this opportunity presenting in front of your own guru and mentor. So, this is one of the wonderful opportunity that I got ever. Thank you so much, sir. Okay, guys, let's not delay much. Let's dive into the session. Uh, Please confirm me whether the screen is visible, guys.
Yeah, it is visible and you have to pull on the full screen.
Yeah, sir, sure. Yes, it is perfect now, I guess.
Super perfect.
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone, once again. Let me just briefly introduce myself. I am Dr. Meghna, co founder, vice president, PharmDfrontiers. And yes, guys, the most awaited session for you all, guys. And it is really very important to know how important is publishing papers in research in the field of pharmacy. It is really very important, guys. Building your strong research profile or the portfolio is really very important. So, let me just take you. I think this is a great opportunity for me as well to talk to the young professionals, PharmD students, B Farm students, all over the India, guys. We had registrations from all over the India, so it is really very nice opportunity for me to talk to the young pharmacists all over here, and also all the PharmDs. Firstly, I am a PharmD graduate, so from JNTU University, I would like to firstly talk about PharmD course. I would like to just give you insights on PharmD course, and how important it is to publish the papers. And I'll take you throughout my journey of 6 years of my PharmD, guys. Hope you like my journey as well. Before just starting the session, guys, I just want to know my audiences first. So let me just ask you guys actually from where you are currently, what you are doing. Like you are from B Farm, M Farm, PharmD, PharmD PB, or you are a researcher. Let me just know in the chat box, guys. Yes, perfect, perfect, guys. Nice, nice, nice to see all the courses in the pharmacy profession are here right now. Farm D, PB, yes, B Farm, yes, yes, nice, guys, nice. Yes, let's not delay much, guys. Let me just introduce my journey to you first. Guys, let me just ask you before starting the presentation. Let me just ask you, when is this PharmD course started in India? Let me just ask you guys, when is this PharmD course has been started in India? Yes, yes, exactly. 2008, right? So let me tell you guys, for any course to get succeeded in India, as per my knowledge, for any course to get succeeded in India, it takes up to 20 to 24 years, guys, for any course to get succeeded. So we have done some 16 years we have crossed since the PharmD has been started. So yes, it takes some time to get success, guys, but still we are in some good position. Let's not demotivate ourselves. Let's not demotivate our PharmD credentials, guys, and just motivate yourself. You are the guys, you are the first generations of PharmDs, and you have to be in such a way that you have to just educate the future PharmD students or whoever your juniors or whoever it may be. You should be in that position that you should educate someone else, guys. This is the a request from my side, guys. Let's not demotivate ourselves being a PharmD student. And let me just take you throughout my journey, guys. When I joined the PharmD course, even I was literally very blank. I am into PharmD. by chance, but not by choice at all. Right. So once we didn't get the MBBS, we just joined PharmD. We don't even know what actually it is. We just joined for the doctor prefix and all. This is what actually the buzz is at that time. So I also joined it by chance, guys. But I now proudly can tell you guys, PharmD is now my choice. I just turned it into my choice, and I'm really proud saying that, guys. And when I joined PharmD first year, guys, I after seeing all the subjects, I was like literally, okay, PharmD में maths भी रहता है, ठीक है. I was like literally, I hate maths. This is how PharmD students or science students are. Like we do hate maths, right? So after seeing math subjects and all, I was like, okay, maths है तो मैं ये course ही नहीं लेते थे. I would have not taken this course itself. So I was in that sense, guys. And all the subjects were really new for me in the first year. The course was new, faculty was new, college was new. This is how the family journey of mine started. And when I came to know there is something called maths, okay, I used to literally daily work hard, come home, practice mathematics subject, guys. And I used to travel 65 kilometers daily from my home to the college. And guys, I was the 100% attendance student for in my college with that traveling distance. And this is how I used to be, guys. This is not just self marketing myself or boosting myself or something, but I would like to tell you guys, if I did, you all guys also can do such things in future. You should have that determination, you should have that concentration, you should have something that out of the box. You have to just think out of the box options, career options, and go for that, right? So first year I used to hate maths, and my faculty used to tell me that Meghna, you are going to fail in mathematics for sure. This is how she used to, demotivate me or whatever it is. But that was the harsh truth, actually, that she said it correctly, rightly. And I used to practice daily somehow, and the final exams have come finally. And before the final exams, I actually had a very bad ankle sprain, I could say, in my first year while my exams. So that ankle sprain, I could not even walk to the exam hall. This is how my situation was in my final exams. But still I gave my exams, and unfortunately, guys, I failed my maths exam, as my faculty said, just with 5 marks, guys. And just with 5 marks, yes, I failed the exam. True, you heard it true, guys, I failed the exam. And failures are really very important, I can say, guys. Never hesitate to tell your failures. Failures are really very important for being succeeded. And today I'm here in front of you all, guys. Okay. This is how the first year was, and the faculty was coming to me back, and she was telling, yes, expected, right? This is what expected before itself, that Meghna will be going to fail and all. So this is how she used to just demotivate me, right? That fire I used to have in my mind, and in my brain, that I should do something, I should prove myself, this is not me. Actually, from my childhood, I used to be very enthusiastic student, so this is not me. So I just started proving myself. And in that process, in the second year, guys, what happened is, the COVID has come, as we all know. It was really a big outbreak for all of us. Everyone were locked at home, and literally that was very horrible condition for all of us. So that second year was completely in COVID for me. So in that second year itself, guys, I started thinking about writing papers. I started thinking about, I should be something unique from other families. I should be something unique. I should do something else. So I started thinking about papers, and I started writing a review paper in my second year, guys. So at that time, COVID was going on. So I felt like, okay, let me do something on COVID itself. So I was trying to write a review paper on immune system and COVID related topic. I just choose the topic and then started writing paper. I even don't have any knowledge, guys, Literally, to be honest with you all, I have zero knowledge how to write a paper. I don't even know how to write a manuscript, how to select a journal, how to publish it. I have zero knowledge, guys. And even to be honest with you all, I even don't know the AI tools at that time, like chat gpt and all. I was not aware of all this, so I was just googling, and I came to know how to write a paper. Right, this is how I came to I came to know how to write a paper. So I was just googling, and I came to know how to write a manuscript, how to assemble a paper, how to write abstract methodology results and all. I came to know that, and then started writing a paper. Somehow I published it. So once I published it, guys, what happened, I just circulated it within my faculty and some of my friends and all, and so they started congratulating me for my publication, like what I did. So I thought, okay, you are doing some publication, people are congratulating you for your work and appreciating you for your work, right? So okay, human mentality is like that, guys. Once you get appreciation from someone, you feel like doing that work more and more, right? In the same way, I started writing. In that way, I started writing papers, guys. This is how I started writing papers. And I kept on writing papers, and in the same second year, I came to know a clinical research organization where they are actually training the students for pharmacovigilance, medical writing, for regulatory affairs, clinical research, and all. They were training the students. So I came to know about the clinical research organization, and I just got selected in an interview to be a student forum member there. So as being a student forum member, I have seen what actually they are doing in the clinical research organization, how people are just writing blogs and all. They were writing blogs and all in that institute, like every week they used to take some topic and publish the blog in their blog spot. So this is what going on in that clinical research organization. So I thought one day, okay, let me also try how to write a blog. Let me also just know what actually a blog is. And so this is how I started writing blogs also, guys. And I've written some blogs and published it in their clinical research organization blogspot itself. So one day I thought, why don't I have my own blogspot? Why should I publish in the clinical research organization blogspot only? Let me also have my own blogspot. This is how I was just thinking, and I was just searching, like, can we have any blogspot for free, like blogger, wordpress and all. We have some free websites where we can actually create our own blogspots. So this is how I started creating my own blogspot for myself. And this is how I started writing blogs also. Here you can see in the picture, guys, in the left side, this is my blogspot actually, where I do publish my blogs. And regarding pharmd, or in my area of interest, cardiology, whatever it is, I used to write here. And I used to publish the blogs here. Right, this is how the second year the COVID went on, guys, and I made it very productive, I can say. Something happened miracle in my life, I can say. COVID is literally the miracle for me. I used the time very productively, and I started writing review papers, blogs, and also I started writing research papers in the same time. Right, and coming to my third year pharmd, guys, COVID was literally severe, and it's going like hell. It is, and we are still locked at homes, and we are informed that your third year also is going to be in COVID itself, in online itself, at home itself. You should be locked at home itself. So this is how the third year also was going on. And third year, you guys might have known the subjects literally are very tough. I could say PharmD third year is the year where we have the toughest subjects ever, like medicinal chemistry, pharmaceutical analysis. Hope you guys are understanding literally the toughness of that subject. If anyone of PharmD third years are here, they will know the actual pain of third PharmD third years, right? So PharmD third year was completely online. The classes were online, medicinal chemistry. There used to be some synthesis and all. We used to practice everything online after listening online classes only. Like after each and every class I used to take the screenshots. That's completely online, right? I used to take screenshots and write all the notes, and this is how I used to keep on making notes of myself. And in third year this is how it's going on. So unfortunately, and the shocking news was that third year complete classes were online, but the exams, the final exams, were completely offline, and they assigned some centers that was literally tough. And offline exams we gave, guys, for third year, right? So surprisingly, I was the topper of the class, PharmD third year, guys, from the first year maths failure. When the faculty started you demotivating you and telling that you have no capability of doing anything, to the topper of the class, guys, consecutively from the third, fourth and fifth years I used to top in my class. And I showed what I am. I proved what I am, guys. So this is how you need to just have the determination, guys. If you have that determination towards doing something else, you will just do miracles in your life, guys, for sure. Right? And this is how in the third year I started writing my research papers as well. Right, COVID was still going on, right? And there was a buzz like mental health issue and COVID-19. People who are literally suffering from COVID-19 are having mental health issues. So what I thought, okay, let me do some research on that itself. Like I used to collect some data, use some surveys and questionnaires, and then I did some mini research, guys. This is how I started doing my research papers as well in my third year itself. So I used to publish the research papers in this way. And coming to fourth and fifth years, guys, fourth year I started attending the international conferences. COVID was all set, and we are back to the offline classes. So I started attending the international conferences where I met some eminent people, and I learned a lot from them. I've seen people doing their networking. Like when you go to some international conferences, right, you have a lot of networking, guys. There you meet some eminent people, and you learn a lot from them. So this is how I started attending international conferences, like Indian Pharmaceutical Congress. This is 72nd in IPC, which I attended in Nagpur. And one more was recently American College of Cardiology conference, which was held in Delhi, guys. So this is how I started attending the international conferences. And I used to showcase all my research there through the posters, right? I used to participate everywhere in the poster presentations, and I've awarded for my research work as well, for my poster presentations as well. This is how my PharmD fourth year went on, guys. And coming to the PharmD fifth year, we have something called thesis in our fifth year, right? If PharmDs are aware of that, we have something called thesis. For BPharm, guys, can you please tell me when do you have your project work? In which year do you have your project work actually? Yes, okay, third year, right? Yeah, we used to have in the same way, we used to have it in the fifth year. So that should be completely done in the hospital, right? My area of interest was completely on cardiology. So I used to focus on that only from the beginning. And 6 months of my thesis I completed in the cardiology department itself. And this is how I published my thesis as well. And coming to the sixth year, guys, I would say PharmD sixth years, whoever are here in the webinar, guys, PharmD sixth years, I will literally say that is the very important year, where you can, learn a lot, guys. Whatever you learned in the theory for the till 5 years, you can just apply it in the practically everything in that year. That is PharmD sixth year itself, guys. Many of them think that फार्मडी 6th year internship is light. बहुत सारे लोग लाइट लेते हैं, इंटर्नशिप को बहुत लाइट लेते हैं गाइस. सीरियसली आई हैव सीन मेनी पीपल coming just for certificate, just for attendance. This is not the thing which we are going to do, guys. This is not at all right. Internship is something where you can prove yourself a lot, guys. I started proving myself in internship. When you compare with MBBS students, just work hard and then no, it's not like competing with them. There is a fine line between PharmD and MBBS, right? When you understand the fine line only, guys, you will not compete with them. Just be polite in the internship with doctors, with the residents, with PGs, whoever it is. Just be polite. Start connecting with them. Start talking with them. You learn from them, guys. PharmDs are not even trained to write a prescription, guys. To be honest, I'll tell you, guys, this may be the harsh reality, but this is the truth, guys. PharmDs in the curriculum, they are not having how to write a prescription. They are not even trained to write a prescription. So I would say let's not compete with the MBBS or the medical students. There is completely a fine line there. So you need to just understand that and start doing things. In internship itself, guys, I used to be very regular. CEO of that hospital where I worked was the cardiologist. So my area of interest was cardiologist, right? Cardiology, right? So I used to daily go for that department itself. I used to go to that cardiologist. I used to tell him that I published this paper, I published that paper, I won this competition. Daily I used to tell something to him, and I would have got noticed with him. Like, guys, sometimes self marketing is really very important, guys. Sometimes it is really very important. In internship you have to do such things, guys. Then only you will be getting you will get noticed, right? uh, and you and guys, I was offered to work as a duty medical officer in the 6th year itself. And duty medical officer job is something, guys, that is not meant for families at all. So let's not go into that. For example, guys, if the person is suddenly collapsed or having some cardiac arrest or something, if you are in that position as a duty medical officer, what are you guys going to do, right? What are you guys going to do? We are not at all ready to take that risk for sure, right? So let's do our job only, guys. Let's find out the medication errors, let's find out the ADRs, let's find out the side effects of that particular drug. Let's do these interventions as a clinical pharmacist only, right? So unless and until the hospital requires duty medical officer job, guys, let's not do it, right? And one more thing, guys, I was the only person who was offered to work in as a clinical pharmacist in my internship itself, guys, in the PharmD 6th year. And this is how we show ourselves, we prove ourselves, guys. This is all about my journey, guys. It was, I think it consumed a lot of time actually. Let's move on to the actual webinar, guys. Yes, what you all will learn in this webinar actually: overview of publication process, benefits of publishing for career development, types of publications in pharmacy, what are the types of publications, quality versus quantity in publishing, building a strong research portfolio, collaborative research and its advantages, navigating ethical considerations in publishing, publishing strategies for early career professionals, emerging trends and technologies in pharmacy research, importance of publication for studying abroad in pharmacy. So these are all the content for today's webinar, guys. We are going to learn all the topics in this webinar. Right. Coming to the first topic of our webinar, guys, overview of the publication process. Right. What actually is the publication process? How you can start publishing papers? How you start writing paper? Simple, guys. Just take a research problem. or just take a research topic, just take a problem, give a solution for that. That is nothing but research. So take a research topic, conduct some research on it. For example, let me tell you guys. Sorry for the disturbance, guys. 1 minute. Sorry, guys, for the inconvenience. Actually, the participants were only 100. We could only allow 100 participants. So that was the problem, actually. Back end, it was going on. So, yes, somehow the recordings will be available, guys. You guys can access the recordings as well. Okay. So, yes, we have to just choose a research topic first and then start conducting some research on that, right? Once you conduct the research, you need to start analyzing the data. For example, let me tell you guys, let me just take my thesis itself. Like, my thesis was in cardiology department, and that was on atrial fibrillation. So the topic was atrial fibrillation. So this is how I selected my topic, and I've conducted some research on that. I found that, there are some research gaps available, like, and I need to fill that research gaps. So this is how I started analyzing my data, which is available with me. And, I started writing the manuscript. I started writing, drafting the manuscript, and then I sent it to a target journal. Like, for example, I'm doing it in the cardiology department, right? So I will be publishing it in the cardiology journals only. Like, we have JSCC, and we have European Society of Cardiology journals, we have American College of Cardiology journals, right? So this is how I selected my target journal and then started publishing it, right? Once you publish, guys, let me just tell you, here you can see I just highlighted the peer review process, right? How important it is to undergo the peer review process. Once you published, guys, you it should undergo the peer review process for sure, right? How important this peer review process, let me tell you with an example. Recently I have seen a job notification, guys. Like, Pfizer is a company, you might all heard that, you might all have heard that. So that company is just hiring the CDM associates or something. So they mention the job criteria, like, the person or the job seeker, whoever is seeking the job, he or she should have the peer reviewed paper in his research, in his CV or resume, whatever it is. So peer review process is that important, guys. Once your paper is undergoing the peer review process, it means that your paper is having that high quality, and that impactful it is, right? And peer review process, guys, how it will go on. Once you submit your paper, guys, that will initially reach to the editorial, the editing team or the editor of that journal. And that editor will just take the decision, guys. Initial decision will be taken by the editor. He will just review your paper. He'll just review and confirm it, like whether the paper is suitable for his journal or not. This is how the editor will take the decision, and he will be forwarding that paper to the reviewers present in that board. So this is how the peer review process will go on, guys. Once the editor accepts the paper, that will go on for reviewers together, all together they'll come up with some feedback, right? This feedback will be uh, considered by the editor again. He'll just cross check the feedbacks and comments given by the reviewers, and then he will just take a decision. So the final decision here will be taken by the editor itself. So once the decision is taken, guys, three things are going to happen. One is your paper will be published, and once your paper is accepted, that will be published. And the other one is, if your paper is rejected, you can't again submit to that journal. Like, you can revise it and send it again, or if you want to submit to the same journal, you can again revise, make some corrections as said, and then you can submit to the same journal again. So this is how it happens, guys, whether it is accepted, rejected, or revised. This is what actually the process will go on when you send a paper to a peer review process, guys. Right? Hope you guys understood what actually is a peer review process. If you guys are clear with this slide, we'll move on to the next slide, guys. Yes. Yes, guys. Moving on to next slide, the benefits of publishing for career development. Right? So there are some benefits, guys, for developing your career. Papers play a vital role in developing your career, guys. Once you start publishing, your reputation, your visibility, your recognition, your career advancement, you can see all these things, guys, once you start publishing it in your well regarded journals, the journals that have high impact. Once you start publishing it in the well regarded journals, what happens? Your quality, your research quality, and your paper quality will be noticed by people, right? This is how you will be expertise in that particular field, right? And once your papers is started read by many people and cited by many people, when people start reading and citing your papers, this is how you get the recognition, right? Once you get recognition, what happens? You will be called to the conferences as speakers, you will be noticed everywhere, and you will be also called to join some committees as well, right? This is how actually the papers will play an important role, guys. And once you start publishing paper, your tenure will increase, you will get some job promotions. This is how, guys, this is how important the paper publications are, right? Once, and you also can have some funds for your research work, and you get some opportunities as well in that particular field, right? Once you start publishing, once you start applying for grants, right? Once you start applying for grants and funds for your research, what happens is, you will be recognized, you will be getting travel funds as well, you will get fully funded researches. I have seen people, I've seen my mentors, they have got some travel grants, they have got some funds for their research, they have got some PhD, fully funded PhDs. This is how you start getting funds for your own research work, guys, when you start applying for grants and all. And you have to start building collaborations as well. When you start publishing papers, you just collaborate with the other organizations or institutions, and just collaborate with them and get some connections. Resource sharing and all will be very easy when you just collaborate with people, right? This is how you get the opportunities for future research as well, right? Here you can see in the image, guys. One more thing I would like to tell here, guys, this is not just writing a paper and publishing it and sitting idle. No, this is not the thing. Once you publish your paper, you need to just make sure that your paper is getting that credibility. You need to just make sure that your paper is getting some recognition. So what you need to do for that, once your paper is getting to get that recognition, you need to start, uh, you should have some profiles, guys, like professional profiles, like research gate. You need to have orchid ids, you need to have clarivate. All these things you have to just activate yourself and be on every platform, guys, so that your research will be read by other researchers, your research will be read by some senior researchers. Who knows, like uh, so much very eminent people may read your paper, like when you just showcase it in your profiles like researchgate and all, that will reach to number of people, that may reach to so many eminent personalities, like this is what actually I do, guys. This is my researchgate profiles. I'll just introduce a little about myself and I put all my research there, so that that will get some reads. And people read my work, they can also approach me through this researchgate ids and all. So this is how you need to just improve yourself in getting some recognition, getting some credibility to the work that you did, guys, right? Let me ask a question, guys. How many of you have researchgate profile or orchid id, whatever it is? How many of you guys have? Farm D first, second years, B Farm first, second years, everyone. I'm just asking a question to you guys. How many of you have researchgate IDs or Clarivate or Orchid ID? Yes, Farm D first, second years. Yes, see, most of them don't have these IDs. Yes, nice to see that at least few people have some IDs, but still, guys, people who don't have, just start at least from today, guys. Just realize and start writing papers, start creating such profiles, and start being everywhere, guys. This is how you showcase your research work, guys, right? Okay, let's move on to the next slide, guys. Types of publications in pharmacy. I just want to ask a question to you guys now here. Let me know from the audiences, what are the types of publications in pharmacy do we have? Yes, guys, I'm waiting for your answers. I'm just reading your chat box and comments. What type of researches or publications we have in pharmacy? Right. Perfect. Review article, case reports, review article. Yes. Perfect. Yes, guys. Yes. Yes. Okay. Now let me tell you guys. Yes, we have research papers, we have review papers, we have case studies, we have clinical trials, right? Under this, also we have some various types of papers, guys. We have uh, exploratory papers, we have explanatory papers, we have observational studies, we have cross sectional studies, we have, you know, this is how we have under each and every research paper, guys. And in review papers, we have systematic reviews, we have meta analysis, we have narrative reviews. This is where we have some different types of review papers as well, guys. And coming to the case studies, guys, we have case reports, we have case series, we have case studies, and clinical trials. Let me just brief you all each and everything, like what actually is a research paper and all, right? Research paper is nothing but, guys, you are just taking a problem, giving some solution to that, right? Take some specific problem or question, give some solution to that. And this is just conducted by the researchers, and we call it as the original experiments that you are performing, right? And coming to the review papers, guys, these are nothing but which is already existing, right? When the particular topic is already existing and you just analyze the things, you just summarize and compile all the articles and make it a fresh article, fresh research on that. then that is nothing but the review paper, guys. And coming to the case study, guys, we have case reports, case series. So we take a case and draw some conclusion out of it and analyze the in-depth analysis. We do some in-depth analysis. This is how the case studies are, guys. It may be a single case, which is a case report. It may be a group of cases, that may be a case series, right? And coming to clinical trials, so this can be performed on human beings or the animals also, guys. We just do for the sake of efficacy, for seeing the effectiveness. This is just to see the efficacy, effectiveness of a drug or a particular lab test or a particular treatment. This is how we do the clinical trials on human and also on the animals, guys. Under clinical trials also, we have so many other randomized control trials. We have single blinded studies, we have double blinded studies, we have, right? These are all the types of clinical trials which we actually do. And you can see here in the picture, guys, among all the studies or all the publications that we have, type of publications that we have, I can say that the meta analysis or the systematic reviews or the randomized control trials and the cohort studies, these can be the strongest evidence or the scientific evidence that can be followed, guys. Like, case reports, case series and all are the weakest form of evidences, right? In the scientific evidences, these are very weakest. Like clinicians and physicians, they just don't consider the conclusion which is given in the case studies and case reports, right? But the meta analysis and systematic review is something which is the strongest evidence, guys. We can start writing meta analysis and systematic reviews and start publishing, guys. Right, next, moving on to the next slide, guys. Yes, this is the very important slide, I can say, guys. Very important slide. You must concentrate here. Coming to the quality versus the quantity in publishing, right? Quality and quantity. Both are very important, guys. When you publish a paper, that should possess the quality, that should possess the quantity as well. When you for example, let me take two students in the webinar only, right? Student A and student B. So student A is having some 40 papers with him, guys, and out of 40 papers, the student is not having any single quality paper with him, right? And student B is having some two publications with him, and he's having some Scopus indexed, Web of Science indexed papers with him. So which student do you prefer, guys? If you are going to an interview or whatever it is, which student do you just prefer in an interview or wherever it is? Which student do you just prefer? Yes, of course, absolutely. Student B, right? So having hundreds of publications but no single quality paper, guys, that doesn't make any sense, right? This is not at all making any sense. So always quantity is also important along with the quality. You have to publish it in some journals, like journals which are indexed in Scopus and Web of Science, and all these indexations are really very high impactful uh, papers, guys, right? Once you publish in this indexations, guys, your paper will have a good reach, good credibility, good quality, especially the quality, guys. Hope you guys understood. If you guys have any questions, we'll take it in the end of the webinar, guys. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Building a strong research portfolio, guys. How to build a strong research portfolio, right? Let me tell you some strategies, guys. Once to just have some impactful research portfolio, let me give some strategies. One thing is, you need to select some diverse research topics. Diverse here, I mean to say that the versatility, the in-depth topic that you are selecting, the trending subjects that you are selecting, the trending topics that you are selecting, that matters a lot, guys, when you are selecting a research, right? This is how you need to select a diverse topic, and you need to start doing some collaborative projects. As I said you earlier, you need to start collaborating with some other organization, institution, uh, researchers, and you have to start publishing papers with some collaborative projects, right? And you need to have some high quality publications. That is really very important, guys. As you said, you need to have Scopus index journals, Web of Science index journals. PubMed right now is like saturated, guys. That is also saturated. So uh, academic wise, we just prefer Web of Science and Scopus index journals only, right? And you have to start applying for grants, travel grants, research fundings for your project. This is how you get some recognition, and you will be proved that yourself that you are the expert in that field. Once you have that grants and funds, guys, you will be that expert in that field, right? You have to also develop yourself professionally. How to do that? How to develop yourself professionally? Start attending the conferences, start attending seminars, symposiums, CMEs. We also have some value added courses which are being given by many clinical research organizations nowadays. So this is how you need to just professionally develop yourself, guys, to have some strong research portfolio, right? And coming to the research output variety, what does this output variety mean here? So not only research papers, not only review papers, guys, you need to have all types of varieties in publications also. Like, you need to have research papers, you need to have review papers, you need to have case reports, you need to publish case series, and you need to also publish some book chapters. This is you need to publish some patents, right? This is how you develop yourself, and this is how you make your research profile more impactful, guys. And one more strategy which I can tell you, guys, is your professional profiles and your CV, your resume, whatever it is, guys, you need to maintain some specific section for that, for publications, for sure, guys. Nowadays, without publications, without papers, without research experience, you are not going to be hired by anyone, guys. This is what actually is the importance of publications. This is what actually we want you to know, right? You should have some separate dedicated section for that publications in your CV, resume, or LinkedIn profile, or your professional profiles, whatever it may be. You need to have that dedicated section. You need to maintain some format for that. We have APS style, we have MLA style. Whatever styles you have to just write all your publications, mention all your publications, list all your most significant works, guys, most significant publications in that specific section, right? Once you list it in that specific section, that will be easy for the hiring person or whoever it may be. That will be really very easy for them to access your papers, right? And you also start putting some links in that, guys. When you put the hyperlinks of your papers, what happens is the person who is hiring you, that will be very easy for them to access your online versions of your papers. Once he just click the link, that will be directed to your paper, directly that will show your paper, right? This is how you need to make your prepare your CV and resumes. And also, guys, you need to just update it regularly. This is not just once you made CV, okay, chalo khatam, bye bye. This is not the thing, guys. You need to just update it regularly, right? You need to see, for example, you have a CV in 2024, update the file with 2024 CV, right? This is how you need to update regularly. You need to update it. And professional profiles also, guys. Nowadays we have LinkedIn, which is really very important to know, guys. LinkedIn, every person, I want every one of you to be on LinkedIn. This is such a platform where you can also add your publications, you can add your patents, everything. Whatever you have, you just add it, and then you can just directly download your resume from the LinkedIn as well. You have that option as well, right? Let me just know, guys, how many of you are on LinkedIn now? Yes, PharmD first, second years. B Farm first, second years. I want answer from them actually. Yes, yes, yes. Perfect, guys. Perfect. Yes, nice to see that you guys are on LinkedIn. Yes, how you guys have LinkedIn, you should also have ResearchGate profiles and all, right? Chalo, let's move on to the next slide, guys. Yes, collaborative research and its advantages. As I kept on saying, you guys, you need to just collaborate with the researchers, collaborate with some other organizations and institutions. Then only your resource sharing or whatever it is that your efficiency will be increased. You will get some diverse expertise when you start collaborating with the organizations. For example, I am a JNTU, I am a graduate from JNTU University, right? I'll be collaborating with some other universities like Chandigarh University, Chitkara University. All these universities, you can just connect with people from different universities, guys. Just connect with them, explain your research, just talk to them, meet them in the conferences, increase your network. This is how you are going to do the collaborative projects as well, guys. I have seen people pursuing their PhDs in the collaborative institutions as well. Like they're doing their PhDs from two eminent institutions, right? This is how you need to start collaborating with some other institutions and organization. And when you guys, when you do the teamwork, you have that resource sharing and all very easy, right? If you don't, for example, if you don't have cases from your hospital or your organization, right? The other person from your team, if he is from the other organization, he can just bring you that cases which is not available in your organization, right? This is how the resource sharing also will go on when you collaborate with some others, when you collaborate with some other organization, guys. And this is how it will increase your visibility as well. Once you are doing some research with some other university or organization people, you will be known there as well, you will be known in that organization as well, right? This is how collaborative research brings the advantages, and it is really very important to do some collaborative researches, guys. And moving on to the next slide, navigating ethical considerations in publishing, right? This is the very important uh, slide in this webinar, guys. Whenever you start publishing paper, whenever you start writing paper, whenever you do some research on human, right? You need to just have the approval from the ethics committee, guys. Without having that approval from the ethics committee, if you are just navigating the rules and regulations of the ethics committee without having that approval, if you are just publishing any paper, you are doing the research on human but not having any uh, approval from the ethics committee, that is not at all acceptable, guys. And once you do the research on human, you must have the ethics committee approval, right? I have seen many people who are in the initial years, first second years, when they don't know what actually is a research, they commit some mistakes, they do some mistakes. I agree, even I did some mistakes when I don't know what actually a research is, right? To avoid those mistakes, guys, let me tell you, whenever you are involving human being in your research, right? You need to just take the approval from the ethics committee and then start your research. You need to have some annexure forms, data collection forms, you need to have the informed consent form, All these are really very important, guys, when you start publishing paper. Right? I've seen people blindly publishing, doing some surveys, collecting the data in the Google Forms, and all circulating it with different people, getting the data. And this is how people do research. So, this kind of research is not at all encouraged, guys, and that is not even ethical. Right? One day you will be put in the jail, guys, if you do this kind of researches, for sure. Right? This is how people are doing. So I just want to warn you guys, never do researches without ethical approval at all. And let me tell you something interesting about plagiarism and data fabrication. These are really very important, guys. Two very important terms from this slide. And you need to understand what actually is a plagiarism, what actually is a data fabrication. When you write a paper, guys, it should be original. That content should be original. It should not be copied from some other researchers or from other papers, copy pasting things. This is not at all allowed, guys. You need to be your content need to be original. Right? Plagiarism is something when you just copy someone's idea, but you just don't give the credits to them. Right? This is what is actually happening. Fine if you are taking some paragraph from some research or from some other research paper, just take it, but cite it with some proper sources, guys. Give some credits to the original author, whoever it is. Right? This is how you will just avoid the plagiarism. This is how you should avoid the plagiarism. When you cite it properly, and when you give the credits to that particular researcher, you will not be, you are just free plagiarism thing, guys. Right? This is what you need to keep in mind before you start writing any paper, guys. And one more thing is data fabrication. So, what is data fabrication, guys? Data fabrication is nothing but you are just altering the data. You are just manipulating the data. You are just making up the data. This is what is the data fabrication, guys. You guys just do some research and you want some positive results. So, what you guys do is you just manipulate the data to get some positive results. Right? I have seen many students doing it in their thesis. Yes, I have seen many students doing it in their researches. What they do is they collect the data, they just manipulate it according to their result, so that that will show the positive result for me. This is not actually which is acceptable, guys. Data fabrication is not at all acceptable. Okay, if you are getting some negative results, no issues, guys, no worries. Just publish that negative results only in your papers. There are some journals who accept the negative results as well. Why do you just concern about the negative results? Why do you just, this is just like hesitating telling your failures, right? This is how it is actually. You need to just publish the negative results also in your journals. No problem. There are some journals who will accept the negative results as well. Not only positive results, guys. You need to publish negative results as well. They are equally important. Everyone will publish the positive results, guys. Who will publish the negative results then? Right? This is how you need to not fabricate the data. You should not manipulate the data. This is what I want to say, guys. Maintaining some trust and professional reputation is very important when you publish the papers, guys. So you should not navigate or cross the ethical considerations. Ethical consider Ethics committee approval is must, guys. This is what I want to say before you publish a paper. That is really very important. Moving on to the next slide, guys. Publishing strategies for early career professionals, right? Early career professionals like me, I can say. I'm just a recent graduate, guys. So, yes, let me just give you some tips for publishing strategies for early career professionals. Like, how early career professionals should start their journey in publications, right? Start small, guys. Start small here. What I mean to say is, you need to just start with the review papers. First, start with some short communications. Start with some review papers, and then select the right journal, and then collaborate with some organizations and researchers, and then publish your papers, guys. This is how you start small and then go to big. This is how I did, guys. I started with review papers, and I'm just still going on, and I ended with a co-applicant of the patent. So this is how you have to just build your career, publishing papers, guys. And you need to find some mentors, you need to find some advisors who can just advise you the best, who can give you the best suggestion, who can give you the best feedback. you know this is how you need to have some mentors in your professional journey as well. Once you have mentors, they can just give you some advices, what actually to do, what actually not to do. And you need to start joining some professional organizations, guys. There are many professional organizations, as you all know. So start joining those professional organizations. Start learning, be updated, just go to conferences, just go to seminars, just update your knowledge and stay updated, guys. Everything you should stay updated, and this is how you show the impact on your career, guys, right? These are some of the strategies which I want to tell you, guys, as a early career professional. These are something you need to follow. And if you guys have still not started writing papers, I would like to tell you, guys, please start writing papers. Please start publishing papers. This is the right time, guys. If you still don't have any single paper with you, yes, start writing papers, right? Let's move on to the next slide, guys. Emerging trends and technologies in pharmacy research publishing. Right, we have so many technologies right now in pharmacy research publishing. We have some digital platforms, like we have PubMed, we have Google Scholar, we have Scopus, we have some open access journals as well, where we can just read the public papers, everything for free, without any subscription. You can just read it for free as well, right? This is how you have to just utilize the role of digital platforms. And this is how you need to grow in the pharmacy research publishing, guys. Yes, moving on to the next slide. Importance of publishing publications for studying abroad in pharmacy, right? uh, Guys, let me ask you a question before starting this slide. Yes, importance of, true that even if we have data collection form or questionnaires, there is no EC. Yes. For repetitive journals, they must ask. Okay, okay. Let's take the questions at the end, guys. Okay. Right now, I want to ask you one question, guys. How many of you are really interested to pursue their career uh, after Farm D or B Farm or M Farm, whatever it may be, in abroad, overseas? How many of you guys want to just go abroad and study there and settle there for your future? Yes, guys, please
Myself,
comment.
ma'am. Myself, ma'am.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, guys, perfect. There are so many people who
Are,
just want to go, who just
are
want.
there any specific courses for Europe, ma'am?
Guys, let's take the questions in the end.
Yes, we have experts with us. We have a founder of this Crystal Overseas Consultancies, guys. We can just answer your questions at the end. If you have any questions about regarding the abroad and all, we'll be just answering. Just be patient. Let me just complete the webinar topics for now. Right? Yes, there are so many people who just want to go abroad, right? After Farm D, B Farm, M Farm, and all. Right. Yes, you people are really very much fascinated to go abroad and, settle there. You just want to leave our India, right, guys? Yes. Okay, jokes apart, I'm just kidding, guys. Don't take it serious. You can go abroad and settle there as well, right? For going abroad, guys, you also have to have the publications. This is really very important. Either you are in India, abroad, wherever it is, whichever country it is, but you need to have publications first, and then you will get that particular program or admission, whatever it is, guys. For example, if you are applying for some masters or phd in abroad, right, you have to just not only cgpa, guys, not only cgpa and all. Nowadays they are going to ask you for some particular publications, right? If you are having some scopus indexed publications, if you are having some, uh, good number of publications and some good record of publications, then only you are going to fit for that program, and you are going to be selected for that program, guys. This is how the criteria, specific criteria have come up now. And once if you want to go abroad, you start writing papers now only, showcase your research skills there. And this is how, for every institution, for every organization, for every university in abroad, they particularly want publications to be there in your CV, in your resume, guys. Without the publications, you guys are not going to get whatever the dream job or whatever the dream course that you want to do in abroad, guys. You need to have that academic standards, you need to have that research experience. I have seen people, I've seen people getting their phds, fully funded phds. Even I am trying for my phd, guys. You need to just apply for some grants, you need to just apply for some funds. This is how you need to just get into that, so that you will be fit for that particular program, guys, right? Guys, please mute yourself so that it will not be a disturbance for anyone. Yes. So
Ma'am, how do
ultimately,
we
I
apply for grants, ma'am?
Yes. Ultimately, what I want to say, guys, is if you want to pursue in your any masters or PhD, or if you want some fully funded PhDs and all, you need to just concentrate from now on your research experience. You need to just start writing publications, guys. This is what I just want to tell you. And this is the consultancy, Crystal Overseas Consultancies, guys. Here it is available in different branches here in Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, and all. More about this will be said by our founder, Crystal Overseas Consultancy. So yes, I have seen so many PhD scholars who have been recruited from this Crystal Overseas Consultancy, and they have sent so many people. They have got so many scholarships. They have some. They have got some good, fully funded scholarships as well. They've sent lot many people abroad to different countries and etc. So this is what about overseas consultancies. So more about this you will know in the Q&A session, guys. Right. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening patiently. If you guys have any questions, or if you guys need any assistance for your career, feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn, guys. Here is my LinkedIn ID. I'll just post it in the chat box as well. You guys can connect with me and ask your doubts. And now we are open for the Q&A session, guys. You can just put your questions and doubts, whatever it may be, here in the chat box.
Thank you, Dr. Meghana. It was a wonderful session. Now we are open to the questions. So everyone who has their questions, you guys can type it in the chat box. Ma'am, details about the PhD admission from abroad. I think Dr. Mahesh would be a better person to answer this question.
Yeah. If sir is available here, sir,
Yes.
please. I think I can stop sharing the screen, right?
Yeah.
Very good evening, Team Frontiers and Dr. Meghana.
Good evening, sir. Good
Good
evening.
evening, sir.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity for this collaboration, Team Frontiers. Myself, Dr. Maheshwaran, founder of Crystal Overseas, and Crystal Overseas sent more than 2,000 B Pharmacy and PharmD students for various countries, and most of our students got fully funded scholarship. So, conducting of this webinar and by educating, by conducting this kind of webinars to educate the pharmacy students to grab the opportunities in overseas. So as Meghana said, there are so many students who got fully funded PhD as well as masters. So guys, if you have any queries regarding how to getting the scholarships and what is the uses of publications to get in the graduate assistantship in the university, as well as getting fully funded scholarships in the university, and which universities are offering fully funded scholarships and which universities are providing GA, I mean graduate assistantship, and which universities are having most, I mean, demanded researchers. Like nowadays, uh, artificial intelligence is developing, and it is in the drug discovery as well as clinical research. So there are so many fully funded PhD opportunities are there, along with 22 lakhs stipend every year. So if anybody interested these kind of pharmacy related PhD, masters, fully funded PhD, we are here to help you. And please start the questions so that I will explain in detail.
Yes,
There's a
guys.
question. Ma'am, what is the minimum criteria of references required to publish a review article? Dr. Meghana can take this question.
Minimum criteria of references. Okay. I don't think there is a criteria for references specifically. If Mahesh sir can answer this question, that would be better. Like, no specific criteria, I guess.
There is no specific criteria for publications. According to foreign universities, student have to have research experience. If he have researches, his publications are there in the reputed journals, he will get add up. So at least student need minimum research skills. In each and every university, they mention clearly, student have to have a strong academic background, at the same time research. So depends on the competition, they will ask journals. If there is no competition, they will choose those who are having good academic skills.
So I can move on to the next question, right? What is the best course to choose for masters in abroad after B Pharmacy?
Sorry,
What is the best course to choose for masters in abroad after B Pharmacy?
we can't say exactly, but there are some criterias for courses. So we have research courses, we have management courses, we have software courses. So according to the student interest, if the student really want to get good scholarships and if he want a fully funded scholarship, so we have only through research courses we will get that opportunity. So if the student wants to go for software and management, we don't have much opportunities for scholarships. So obviously research oriented courses are having much opportunities.
So there is another question by Sakshi. Sir, how and when to apply for these scholarships?
Once you decided the university, once you decided the country, according to the university and according to the country, there are scholarships. So once you decide that university will provide some scholarship. Along with that university collaborated with other organizations like research organizations. So they will also fund. Let's say, for example, Queen Mary University, which is located in London, it is having 27 fully funded scholarships right now, with 22 lakhs worth of stipend every year. So depends on the course, depends on the university, depends on the country, scholarships are available.
Okay. So next question is for Dr. Meghana. Can we write research papers without conducting any research, but by reviewing some research papers?
Yeah, this is actually called as review paper only. Once you just compile all the researches and make a other a paper or whatever research you do, that is nothing but the review again. Like you can do some systematic and meta-analysis review in that case. Like that is also called as a review paper then.
Ma'am, some of the hospitals and organization doesn't provide IEC as a student. What we need to do? Please help us out. This question is by Dr. Sadia.
Yes, yes. Yes, I have seen so many people facing these challenges in the organization and, even in the hospitals. They don't even provide the institution ethics committee. They don't even have that, that is really very challenging thing. But I would say you need to have this ethics committee approval for sure when you want to do a research. That is really very important, so you should choose that kind of hospitals or organizations where you literally have the ethics committee, so that will be really very helpful for you, Sadia.
There's another question by Salva. What kind of research we can begin with? This is an actually interesting question, the foundational question. Yeah.
Oh, is it for me? Can you please
Yeah.
repeat the question again?
What
I'm just
kind
going.
of what kind of research to begin with?
Simply start with an observational study, guys. When you start with an observational study, that doesn't require much research, that doesn't require much follow up and all. So it is really better to start with an observational study, simple observational study. This is what actually students do also. They start with observational study and they just go with the cohort and all. So this is how you can start research.
The next question is by Sakshi Kale. So, sir, another question. Can I pursue MD in abroad after PharmD and get scholarship for it along with working part-time? So, this is for you.
There is no MD courses for PharmD students in any country, but we have some courses like MSc Oncology, MSc Diabetes, MSc Orthopedics, MSc Cardiology, MSc Gastroenterology. So these kind of courses are available. There is no MD courses in overseas countries. And the
I would-
courses which I mentioned previously, they are having scholarships also.
Yeah, I would like to add on to Mahesh sir actually. Guys, there are so many people asking this question. I have been hearing this question since my PharmD first year. There is something called MD after PharmD, MD after PharmD in abroad. Right? For you all guys, it is like eye opening. I would literally tell you guys, there is nothing called MD after PharmD. Even I started thinking of MD after PharmD, but yes, guys, that is not at all there. You can't pursue MD after PharmD in abroad.
Okay, so the next question is for Mahesh sir. What exam should we give for getting into PhD, like GRE, IELTS in UK?
Depends on the country. For USA, we need GRE and IELTS test. If other countries, IELTS is just only IELTS is required. Is the minimum score is 6.5. 6.5 and strong research proposal, student have to have minimum 2 publications in reputed journals. That is depends on the competition. If the student doesn't have the publications also, with the academic skills, they will also give the admission to the student. Because there are so many research opportunities are there, but nobody applying for those opportunities. So this reason we are here to explain the opportunities in overseas for pharmacy students with fully funded scholarships.
Question by Ambika. Sir, could you provide insight into the career opportunities available for PharmD graduates after completing Masters in Health Informatics?
After completion of health informatics, you can apply in the particular country, government jobs as well as private organizations also, like software companies. So if you want any, job roles, exact job roles, please contact us on Crystal Overseas through website, or you can contact me. So we will provide our number and our mail IDs. If you have any personal questions, you can also get in touch with us. So exact roles, I will tell you the later, because I need to check it, because every country is having separate, unique designations. So we have to have a clear conversation on this.
The next question is by Sparsha. For doing Masters in Australia, what exams should we have to give?
PTE or IELTS. So in Australia, we have only just language test is required. That is only IELTS is better than, PTE is good in Australia because that test is conducted by the Australian government. So that is easy answer when compared with IELTS. So those who really want to applying for Australia, so we recommend them go with the PTE score, PTE test. So minimum PTE score is more than 65. Most of the pharmacy courses having the rate is 65.
Okay, guys, this is the last question we are going to take. How can I pursue my studies in toxicology, drug interactions, and areas after PharmD? I have major interest in toxic studies. This can be taken by anyone. Yeah. Please
we
continue,
have
sir.
courses like pharmacology and toxicology, and we have course like pharmacology and toxicology and safety pharmacology. So if the student choose this course, he will understand the topics which he mentioned. They will cover everything. We have courses like pharmacology and toxicology and safety pharmacology.
This question is for Dr. Meghana. If I plan to publish my review article, case report, or research in Scopus, PubMed, or a reputable journal, from which year onwards should I include relevant content in my work?
Relevant content in your work, you can start from, this is regarding the I didn't get the question actually. If I plan to publish my review article, case report, or research in Scopus, PubMed, okay, from which year onwards should I include relevant content? Yeah, the recent years, from whatever it is, like, from 2020 to the recent years, you can just include it in your paper. Recent papers have more, recognition or whatever the latest content, whatever it is in that paper, it will be available in the recent papers only. So better to go with the recent years.
The next question is, can you please explain the difference between case report, brief report, case study, short report? Are they all the same?
Okay, so the case reports, we only have actually in case studies, case reports, case study, and one more thing is case series. So reports are nothing but the weakest form of evidence, as I already said you. you need to take a case and then just brief about the case, in-depth analysis, you just do it and then draw some conclusion. So that is nothing but the case report, right? In the case study also you do the same. Only thing is that case report you take rare cases, so that will make the difference from case report and the case study. And when coming to the case series, you know, you have to take some 2 or 3 cases, like group of cases, you just take, combine it, and then prepare a case study. This is how case series, case report vary. There is nothing called a brief report, I guess. We only have case report, case studies, and case series, out of my knowledge.
I- So your voice is not audible.
Okay.
Yes, sir. There's a question, sir. Sir, do we have fully funded scholarship for Masters in Regulatory Affairs?
Yes. In USA, we have. For every course, we have fully funded scholarships. That is depends on the student profile. And most of the universities are having ongoing researches. So if the student having relevant publications, if the student having research experience, so he can request the university to provide the funding. If they didn't mention in the website, so student has to request the professor. If the professor is likes his profile, so he will provide the fully funded, whether it is 50% funding or graduate assistantship like $1,500, $1,000, depends on the student profile. So Crystal Overseas will help to find scholarships and how to approach the professor with the strong research proposal. So we will take care about these things and writing the SOP to the university. So as I observed, most of the students who belongs to PharmD, pharmacy, so they taking other professionals' help to write an SOP. So by taking other professionals' SOP, it is useless. So I will give you the simple example. So in pharmacy language, drug means it's a medicine. When we go to outside of the pharmacy and if we say something like drug, they think that it is a narcotic. So there are so many scientific language and scientific words are there in the pharmacy language. So when the student applying for the university, when he applying for the scholarship, student had to write his SOP or his research proposal with a strong scientific language. Then only they will accept. Then only they think that student having the strong research as well as academics. So this is happening right now. That is the reason most of the students not getting any scholarships. To be honest, most of the pharmacy courses having fully funded and scholarships also. So there are, scholarships for regulatory affairs also. If you go with any other research oriented, 100% you will get fully funded.
So the next question is, I'm a PharmD 4th-year student. How could I enhance my profile from now to pursue masters in abroad? I wish I could get a roadmap.
So start doing publications, update yourself about new researches. So your profile will be built up and these publications and updates in the pharmacy researches and everything. Definitely you will get good connections from the pharmacy university, foreign university professors, research organization. So you will get funding. So from Crystal Overseas also, those who want to study in overseas countries, those who having minimum 2 publications, so they will get $300 to $1,000 from India, from research organizations. And if the student profile is really good, they will get fully funded in overseas countries also. So this is the opportunity if the student want to go for overseas for master's education or PhD, anything related to higher education in overseas countries.
So the next question is, hi ma'am, I would like to know sources for journals and research for me to do review papers other than books.
Yes, other than books, you can access the databases which are available. PubMed is available. You can go through PubMed to search any article. You just go to the homepage of PubMed. For that, we need again another session how to search the articles from the databases and all. Right? You need to check it in the PubMed. There are some primary, secondary literatures which are available in the PubMed. Also, you can search there.
The next question is, how can we migrate to abroad for work?
There are so many types of works. If the guy want to become a pharmacist or something, so he has to go with the licensing exam. So for that, IELTS test is mandatory. Why? Because you people are going to interact with the patient. So for that, you have to understand that every patient language, whether they are educated, uneducated. So you have to understand that accent. So language test is barrier. So that is the reason most of the pharmacy students don't get jobs directly to other countries. So every country having their own licensing exam. So he has to clear that exam, then he will get the job opportunities. There are some job opportunities like if the guy is working in MNC, if that company having the same company in the other country, so they can move to other country with this existing company, but there is no direct job opportunities for pharmacy students. Yeah, there is an option that is only as a professor.
Other than PubMed, do we have other sources for research and journal updates? Dr. Meghna, this question is for you.
Other than PubMed, I guess we have a search engine called Google Scholar where you also can access the papers there as well. PubMed, Scholar, Scopus, these are actually the databases where you can search and where you can have resources or sources, whatever it is. Okay.
Dr. Sadia has asked, ma'am, can we seek help from your organization for publication if we lack mentor and guide? Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Okay. Now we are going to stop the questionnaire. We're going to move forward. I'm very thrilled to share some exciting news about an e-poster contest we recently conducted on the topic pharmacists as vaccine leaders, expanding their role in public health through immunization efforts. So it is an absolute immense honor to have with us today Dr. Pramod Kumar Rajput, who is not only the Senior Vice President of Cadila Pharma, but also a distinguished corporate board director. Dr. Rajput's contributions to the field of pharmacy and public health are truly inspiring, and his nomination for the prestigious Padma Shri Award speaks volumes about his impact and dedication. Sir, it is a proud moment for us to have you here. We would love to hear your thoughts and to announce the top 5 winners of the e-poster contest. The stage is yours, sir.
Thank you so much, Ashita, for such a nice moderation. And Dr. Meghna, let me tell you, I too learned a lot. Right, lot many things were there, which the way you started your journey, way you said 65-kilometer traveling, the first year, then the COVID, and how the way you have informed to everybody, because most of the students they want to go abroad here. I just seeing the chat box and all. And
Yes,
what are the
right.
basic things are basically required? So it is like a stepwise guidance which you have added it. And such type of webinar, because you said about it, the student should be coming for the webinar, understanding the things, talking to the things. Lot many things are there, which is going to help them for the future. And your journey is one of the finest example that hurdles have been changed to the opportunity. And this is the way that everybody should think about it. So Thank you, Ashita, once again inviting me. Thank you, Dr. Meghna. Thank you, everybody, for making me a part of it. And now I like to invite tell the 5 great winners which Dr. Meghna has given to me. So can I, or are you going to show the PPT, Dr. Meghna?
Sir, you can tell the names, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
So now let me congratulate first is Dr. Sadia Rose. She got 57 marks out of 60. Excellent. Congratulations, Dr. Sadia, if you are here.
Thank
Congratulations
you
to
so
you.
much, sir. Good afternoon.
Congratulations. Good afternoon, good evening.
Good
Right?
evening, sir.
Yeah. And then the second person is Pratik Prakash Bawale. Right? He got 56 marks out of 60. Congratulations, Pratik ji, if you are here. If you are not here, your friends will be able to inform you. Then the third, it goes to Thaneshwari Pitala. Right. I think she has asked the question also. Right. So Thaneshwari Pitala, 55 marks. Congratulations. Yeah. So even your DP is very different. So we cannot forget about it. So congratulations. You got 55 marks out of 60. Fabulous. Then Bharat Raj, you got 54 out of 60, and there's a tie, right, with Neha Kamble. She also got 54 by 60. So congratulations, Bharat. Congratulations, Neha, for such a wonderful thing. So 5 studious people, they got the clear-cut selection in terms of the evaluation, what the thing which is required. And it is again a great learning that others should start competing, which is very important, because I like to say competition is not with some other person. Competition is not only with you. You have to compete with yourself. You have to challenge yourself. And then if you're starting challenging yourself, you'll be able to make a difference. That's what we have seen here. At this age and this stage, Dr. Meghna had shown the entire thing, the 10 minutes when she spoke about the journey, which itself has given me goosebumps that yes, at this age and this stage, when a person like on this stature can do, we all can do. We all have the capability. We all have the capacity to do the things. But the only thing is, let us make the things happen and let us concentrate on the goals, because pharmaceutical sector is the sector which is growing by leaps and bounds. And the lot many things are required. We are the number 3rd in the entire world. And very soon by 2047, when we are going to talk about the Swarnim Bharat, right, we will be the number 1 in the entire world. And the people are required. So be ready for that. Thank you once again for giving me such a wonderful, great opportunity. I feel very happy and blessed to be a part of such an eminent meeting, summit, where I personally learned a lot. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for gracing our event, staying till the end. Thank you so much, sir. The kind of down to earth person you were, sir. Literally, thank you so much, sir. Young minds can learn a lot from Dr. Rajput, sir. He is the example for all of us, I can say. Thank you so much for gracing our event, sir. It is really blessed to have you here.
Thank you.
Really, sir, thank you so much. It is our first event, so having you here is like absolute proud moment for us. Thank you so much, sir. And I
Yes.
hope everyone also draws inspiration from sir's words as well. So thank you so much, sir.
And whenever you are doing this such type of great event, when you are giving the knowledge, sharing knowledge, please do inform me. Wherever I'll be there, I will be attending it, because
Sure,
I am
sir.
also learning a lot in this journey. Okay. Thank you
Sure,
once
sir.
again.
Thank you
Sure,
so
sir.
much, sir.
Definitely,
Sure.
definitely.
Yes, sir.
Bye. Have a great
Thank you,
Sunday.
sir.
Bye-bye. Everybody. Bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you. Okay, guys.
Good evening, everyone. Now I request P. Ashrita, founder and president, to address the presidential remarks.
Yeah, so thank you, Nurun. Thank you for all for an incredible session today. As the president of PharmDfrontiers, I am truly overjoyed to conduct our very first webinar. This movement represents not just a milestone for us, but a step forward in our mission to enhance education and professional growth in pharmacy. And I want to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to each and every member of our team, Pravalika and Dr. Meghana, for their invaluable support as vice presidents. Nooran, our dedicated secretary, Pravanita, our vice secretary, and Renuka, our talented editor. Your hard work and commitment have made this event truly possible. I would like to also extend a special thanks to our sponsor, Dr. Mahesh Arundala Garu, for their generous support, and to Professor Dr. Kumar Rajput Garu for joining us today and sharing his insights. I encourage everyone to actively participate in our discussions as well as the initiatives as well. We have dedicated groups exclusively curated for pharmacy students. So bring the best in you, and we are excited to bring more interesting competitions as well as opportunities. So stay tuned. And whoever has not attended the webinar today due to the technical issues, uh, we are going to conduct the webinar once again, guys. So don't worry. Say to all, inform this to each and everyone. So, and also the certificates are going to be sent soon as well. And yeah, finally, we are also looking forward to expanding our team as well. So we invite those interested to get involved as well. So thank you all for believing in my vision and helping to turn into a reality. Together, we are making strides towards a brighter future in pharmacy. So let's continue this journey together. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Guys, the feedback form is there. So it is attached in the chat box. So everyone can fill it. Can you mention their names? Janvi, what names are you talking about?
Yes, guys, we'll share all your certificate within 1 2 days, and we also will share your e-poster winners, everything in the groups, guys. In some time, we'll be sharing everything. Don't worry.
Winners. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, winners are Dr. Sadia and Pratik. Second prize is for Pratik. Third prize is for Bharat. If I'm not sure. Tanishwari Pittala, sorry. And fourth prize is Bharat. And fifth prize is Neha Gambli. I like to take advantage to wish all the best to Dr. MGR University PharmDfrontiers. Yeah, wishes from our side as well. Guys, everyone can also connect with me on LinkedIn. We also have a group on LinkedIn as well. So I'm going to give the links here. This is our WhatsApp group, which we exclusively curated for the pharmacy students. So I request everyone can join it, and we are also hosting a lot of polls in the group. Yeah. Okay, guys, now we are getting late, so let's close the session for today. And I hope everyone has a lot of, has understood a lot of things about the research papers and review papers. So keep learning and keep striving. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us. But sorry for the inconvenience, guys. We could not allow the participants. This was unfortunate thing. We'll make sure that we'll not repeat such kind of uh, things in future events as well. Thank you so much. But still, we'll be providing the recording sessions for you all for your future reference. So no worries, guys. Thank you so much.
Yes, we are also going to keep the recording available of the session, so that won't be a problem. And sir, Dr. Mahesh sir has also given his contact number, so please make use of the resources as well as the initiatives as well. So, okay, guys. I guess we can, yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.